I wonder if we shouldn't take that out and just... You can see here how the edges are starting to blur and blend.
Wow, it's so shiny. Hey everyone, welcome to drybonesgarage. This episode's a part of a series where my dad and I take a 63 Corvair and turn it into a hot rod. In this video, we finish roughing out the deck lid, so I hope you enjoy. I tried getting some of the fiberglass residue out of the holes inside the deck lid with a file, but it didn't work so well.
Think we've got some irregularity yet in this edge. This is all a little bit of a dip or something right in here. What do you think we just did there?
Made it another color so it'd be easier to see.
There's a word for that.
I don't know what it is.
Guide coat. This will tell you exactly what's going on. This is a pretty pronounced crown right here. And that low spot comes all the way through. That's probably from when we laid all the weight down to pinch everything together. I'm surprised that's handle. So we've probably got one on this side too. I might have maybe 2 or 3 pounds of pressure on this. So I'm not determining the body, trying to mash the board into anything. I'm just cutting. Okay.
So do I do it on the other side or both sides?
We already know what we need to do with that side, right?
I guess.
So all you need to do is this side. Now be mindful we don't have any masking on the car. Granted, this thing's either going to end up in primer or a certain amount of paint. Getting too close. Just want to spit some stuff at it. Like so. Now you got the little speckles everywhere, right?
this would look like. I don't know if I did it correctly.
I wonder if we shouldn't take that out and just...
I wonder that too.
add that in like that, you know, kind of more like a modern car. But
I don't know if, does it fit the hood? Match the hood anymore?
it doesn't, but at the same time, it matches the era. It's proper for the car, but, you know, we're... a lot of what we did isn't proper necessarily. Now, both of them are going to need a little bit more than just high build primer. This probably be taken out yet just with some sanding. That's still pretty irregular. That needs help. Okay, it looks like we're starting to cut through here. I think that's the glass. So we probably want to
Calm down or slow down.
Okay. Well, we got both sides to do, but I don't think either side is very thick. This is probably way more mud than we need. I hope it's way more mud than we need.
It's green.
What's your favorite color?
No, it's not.
It's close.
No, it's not.
Shut up.
Ew.
Shut up, shit, nip.
Now that's my favorite color. We're getting close to it.
Like I said. And just leave it heavy. Sand it down. Okay. Can see here how the edges are starting to blur and blend. Okay, this we're pretty much flush with the surface. Here we're flush with the surface. Here you got a hard edge, yet we're cutting right here, right? Still low. See that? Now this is blending out nice. Here we're not really even getting to the surface yet, so we're still high here. This can come down a bit more. This whole section right here, right across, is probably a little high. This is good. We're basically done. Here we're going to have to put a little more in to build this up. This side we're probably going to have to build up. This side we're high, we can probably keep cutting on that side and get things to flush out pretty nice and blend out. Run your hand across that. See if you can feel what I'm telling you. Don't be afraid to lay your hand on that.
It feels weird.
I know you don't like that feeling, but can you feel it?
Yeah.
You see what I'm talking about now? You know what you're looking for? Kinda, sorta? Cool. Oh yeah, we got way more than we need here. Granted, this has bit me every time I've done this in the past. Let's just lay it in there a little heavier. I hate wasting materials.
Hello, beautiful person.
What are you talking to?
You.
Beautiful, huh?
You fine specimen. So after Dad mudded it, I sanded it down some more, and then Dad came in and sanded down this corner, this crease right here, in order to round it out some more. He said it would look more natural that way.
A little more shaping, a little more blending. Cut down the corner so it just looks like a more natural steel radius.
Yeah.
Under the circumstances, I'm very happy with what we have now. I think once we have that in prime, it'll look like we want it to, like it belongs on the car. But we still have to do something with this corner.
We still have to do...
That's just oogly.
Can you point to it again and say what?
This quarter here, the way it's just not sitting high as it should be sitting. We lost 3/4 of an inch out of that one, I think. That or this is jagged. Like that hinges, but I don't remember that being wrong on the car when we picked it up. So either that's warpage from the welding, or sinkage from when we cut what little reinforcement was there out. Because most of that was really cancered out, if you recall. But this whole side took a pretty hard hit, so none of it might be right. That said, our deck lid looks like we want it to. It's lining out, I think, the way we want it to on this back end here. And I'm pretty tickled with what we have right now. Whole lot of stuff that's been going on off camera. A lot of really time-consuming crap been going on off camera. But I think we'll actually start seeing some forward motion now on some of the other projects. The car is basically plumbed as far as its brakes go. We have to rebuild the drops from the master. Portioning valve. Her exhaust is mostly in. We need to put a couple of additional hangers on the backside here and cut these down to some point that reasonably fits on the car. So yeah.
Coffee break.
Coffee break. We got to get fuel lines in it. We got to get a fuel tank in it. In order to get a fuel tank in it, we're going to have to reconfigure it. It's already been rinsed. It's already been ventilated. So if we do show that on camera, all the do's are done. It'll be safe. Yeah, tank, lines, wire it. Trying to make that later model aftermarket harness communicate with the old dash is going to take a little bit of thinking and a little bit of figuring. I'm working that. We're going to have to modify your ventilator control. That's going to take a little bit of thinking and a little bit of working to clear the ducting. We already discussed that the ducting is not fitting the way we originally engineered it to because we didn't take into account the foam and the butyl that we're using to seal the body to the box is all taking up more space than we imagined it would. So we're going to have to cut that duct down a little bit and then engineer some sort of flexible pathway forward for that. But we'll probably do that off camera. And then we're on to upholstery, I think. I've been wanting to learn that crap for years, but I ain't touched it ever in my life. So, fun. What'd you kill?
Nothing.
Fuck! It sounded like you hit something.
last layer of tape was wearing out, so I laid some new stuff on top of it.
This is really minimalist,
Yeah.
but it's primer, and I'm not that worried about a little bit of overspray if we do get some.
I like the way this stuff smells. It smells like memories. Wow, it's so shiny.
How does it look shiny? Pretty decent? Pretty straight?
I don't know, I can feel a bunch of irregularities in the driver's side.
A bunch of what?
Irregularities.
Big or little? If they're teeny tiny, we can take that up in the primer. If they're any kind of size, we're gonna have issues.
I don't know, what does this feel like to you?
This concerns me, but I think with that stuff that we're gonna put on here, that'll be fine.
This is what I was talking about.
Yeah, that'll be fine. This should be fine. Because what we're putting down basically is a spray filler. This isn't even high build primer. This is literally spray poly. It gives us a lot better visuals to work off of.
So that concludes this episode, and what we're doing with the deck until it comes time to paint it. I hope you all stay warm and safe during this polar vortex thing, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching!
Are you recording?
Yeah.
I don't know if they can see me.